everyone, my name is Deborah and this is my channel Stitch the Stash. Today is Saturday, May 30th, 2020, and I'm here with you today for my next Stitch with Me. I believe it is my third one. I know I've had several requests to do more of these, and so here I am. And so I thought I'd spend a little time with you today. What I'm going to be working on today is my May wordplay by With Thy Needle and Thread, and as you can see, this is the cover photo of what it will look like when it's complete. I started this for Stitch Mania this year. This was my fourth start, and I'm super excited to be working on this, and I'm actually almost finished with it. So this is where I'm at right now. It is in the hoop. I have exactly positioned where I want it to be, but I am almost done with it. I am stitching this on a 28 count Jobelan in the color Clay Marbled. I am using the called for threads, and the needle minder you see here is by Gina's Unique Boutique. And I checked the other day, and she does not have this exact same needle minder still available, but she did have a few other different versions, which they were super cute. So maybe go to Gina's Unique Boutique on Etsy and see if you can get yourself something similar to this if you like it. And I just have this in my Edmonds hoop, and I'm using one of these spool huggers to wrap up the little bit of excess of my fabric. And so I think we're ready to get started. I am actually going to be stitching the rest of this picket fence. Like I said, I'm almost done with this project, and I'm super excited. My goal is to have it finished by the end of May, and that is tomorrow. And I think if I work on it for the rest of this evening, I will achieve that goal. I just realized I have left my glasses somewhere, so just one moment, I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm ready to get going. I just want to go ahead and put a little disclaimer out there. It is over 80 degrees here in New York City today, and I do have several windows open, and so you're going to hear probably a lot of street traffic and birds and children playing. It's just the nature of, we have not turned on our AC yet. We just hit the 80s this week, so we're not quite ready to turn it on, and so now we're just got the outside sounds. So if you hear that, I do apologize, but it's city life here. Alrighty, so how has everyone been? I've been doing well. You know, we're all still in the middle of all this COVID going on. I know a lot of cities have started to open up here in the United States. New York City, we still have not met all of our metrics yet. There's 7 metrics to open up, and we haven't met them yet. As of the other day, we were at 5 of the 7 metrics. And our mayor is projecting a phase 1 opening in the next couple of weeks. But my husband and I foresee we will still be working from home for quite some time. My firm, when we go to phase 2 opening, our basically offices are allowed to open up, but we will still be working from home. So, but we're doing well. The cats are doing well. Shanna is still being her little frisky self. We just increased her medication. I've said in the past on some of my update videos that we've put her on a medication to help with her attitude that she has towards Chloe, and she's a little aggressive, and we just want to be able to get to the point of where they just can coexist. And so we put Shanna on medication last November. She did really, really well. We saw some improvement. But then she plateaued. So my husband spoke with the vet the other day, and we decided to just increase her dosage. So now she gets quarter pill once in the morning and once at night. And she's been on it for a week, and we're hoping that this does the trick. So we'll see. But Chloe, she's doing well too. We were having little stomach issues with her back last fall, and I know that I had also said that, it's suspected IBD, not confirmed, but we have her on special food, and we had her on anti-nausea and antacid medications for just over a month. And now we only use the anti-nausea medication, antacid medication for her when she is, when her tummy seems a little upset. But she's improved a great deal in that department, so we're very, very thankful. So yeah, but we are at the point where we don't have any gates up in the house separating them. The only time they're separated is when we're not home, like if we happen to step out to go grocery shopping, which we haven't done in a few weeks because we've been fortunate enough to be able to get groceries delivered to us. And when we sleep at night, we will shut the door. But yeah, so they're doing well. Yeah, so my husband and I just watched the astronauts go up into the space station. That was pretty exciting to watch. We were just talking about, it's amazing just how with the technology today, how we were able to watch it live and continue to watch them, and they are now on their 19-hour trek to the space station, and that the feed was going to stay with them live the whole entire time. It's just impressive. Very exciting to be able to have astronauts go up in space again. So super exciting to watch. Husband just stepped out for a little bit, so I can sit here and record and talk with you. So yeah. So how is everybody's Stitch Mania going if you're participating? I hope it went well. I know I said in my last update video I wasn't sure how I was going to participate, and then I ended up allowing myself anywhere from 1 to 2 new starts, between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I just work on focus pieces during the week. And I ended up, so far I have had, I think, 9 starts. And I have my last start tomorrow, which is going to be, I'm going to start the next, well, not the next one in order, but the one I chose. I chose to start another Cricut collection monthly, which I'm going to start October. I had decided that going forward with that series that I was going to stitch the ones that were my favorites and then work down to my least favorite. That way, if for some reason I don't finish the series, because it is a lot of stitching, at least I'll have my favorite ones hopefully completed. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting that tomorrow. I was going to have another start today, but then I decided that I wanted to focus on this piece here because, like I said, I would love to have it done before we go into June. That way I could have a Stitch Mania start and finished in the same month. And it's amazing because I stitched February from this series, and it took me 1.5 years. And this one has taken me 3 weeks, and that's not stitching on it every day. That's not stitching on it every single day, but I'm really happy that I'm not letting things sit. Ever since started working from home, not self-isolation because I'm with my husband, but physically distancing from people. The first couple weeks was an adjustment, and I found it was hard to like really get my groove and focus on things. And I came down after a couple weeks. I just decided I had to stop watching the news. It was stressing me out way too much, and I needed to come up with some sort of plan, schedule for myself, just to, you know, kind of keep me focused. And I decided, and I've said this before in my update video, that I decided to take my commuting time that would have taken me to get to work and pick a focus piece, and Monday through Friday work on that piece. And I'm happy to say that that has been working out really, really well for me. I've managed to have 2 focus piece finishes at least, maybe 3. I think 3. Yeah, because I had Sunny Sunflower, and then I had Through the Storms, and then I just had May by the Cricket Collection. And so I've had 3, and those are huge pieces, and they're also all on my WhipGo board, because I'm participating in WhipGo this year. It's put on by Jessie Marie. She has a Facebook group. I've talked about it before. But the funny thing is that a lot of things that are on my WhipGo board need a lot of work to get to a finish. And so I'm really, really happy with the fact that I've gotten 3 large-ish pieces completed. And so I had finished the May Cricket Collection last Friday, and I decided I needed to pick a new focus piece. And I had picked up Hands-On Design Chock-full Harvest. It was my focus piece for this week in the mornings. And I've actually worked on it one day through my lunch breaks. And I've been working on May Wordplay on my lunch breaks also, or at nighttime stitching in the evening, because it's been really nice to, since working from home, I don't have that commute. So 5:30 comes, I'm off the clock. I spend about a half hour cuddling with Chloe, because that's what she likes. She's one of our neediest cats. And then when my husband is done with his video calls at 6 o'clock, shower, feed the cats. By 7 p.m. I'm sitting eating dinner, and then 7:30 I'm sitting on the couch, usually with Shan on my lap, getting kitty snuggles, and I'm stitching, and I'm getting a lot more stitching done. And so yeah, I touch anywhere from 2 to 3 pieces of stitching a day. And so this staying at home thing has been really good for my stitching mojo. And I just need to look at that because that looks a little funky. Anyway, yeah, so I've actually am proud to say that I have stitched every single day this month. And I couldn't be happier. And my lighting, a cloud cover just came in, so my lighting might just get a little dark. But yeah, so anyway, so if you're participating, let me know in the comments if you participated and how did you participate this year. I know a lot of people were doing like Maynia again, or they were doing the Blimey Cat method, which they were revisiting their pieces from previous Maynias on the day that they started them. Some people are just starting all the things. So let me know in the comments what you did, if you participated. And I'm interested to know, because, you know, this is my 3rd year, and I never know how I'm going to participate until May 1st comes. And what is also really exciting about this year is all the projects that majority of the projects, no, can't even say that. At least a handful of them were projects that I had kitted up for over a year. And I took this opportunity to make sure that I got them started. And really happy about that. I also took the opportunity to start a couple of projects that I purchased the patterns from Keepsakes when I was at StitchCon last year. So those aren't sitting in my stash anymore. I still have a couple more to start from the purchases, but I started at least 2. I had 3 in my planned projects, and I started 2 of the 3. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm looking forward to revisiting those starts, because everything I started I'm really excited about this year, and I want to get them done sooner rather than later. Right? Isn't that what we all say? We want to get them done sooner rather than later. I really want my pieces finished and either hanging or, FFO'd into something. Hold on. FFO'd into something that, whether it's a drum or a pillow finish or a wall hanging of some sort, I look forward to getting more of my stuff done. All right, so let me just end this here. Yeah, so something else that I started doing is I got the X-Stitch app. I did a trial run of it, I don't know, a year or so ago. And then after the trial run, I never did a purchase. I never purchased it. And since, we're all been home and we've all been doing online shopping, and then Gentle Arts Threads had to shut down, and their threads were getting hard to find. I decided that I really wanted to go through all my threads and my stash and get it cataloged, so I know what I have. That way, if I'm looking for a thread and it's not hanging on my pegboard, I can look at the app and see if maybe it's in a project. And sometimes you only need 1 yard or half a yard or a couple strands. So I don't mind sharing. Trying to thread my needle. I don't mind sharing the colors between projects. Now, if I have a project that needs a lot of it, then I won't do that. I'll just order a new skein. So that way I know what I have, and when it comes to ordering, if I decide not to do my own conversion, I'm having the hardest time threading my needle. One moment. Okay, there we go. Oh, and there's Chloe meowing. Chloe! What, baby? Yes? What is it? So I started cataloging all my threads, and I haven't cataloged what's already in projects or in my kitted projects yet, but I will get there. And I also started cataloging all of my patterns. That way I know what patterns I have in my stash. And that is quite the undertaking, because I have quite a few. But so I just do a few here and there as I have time. And I'm only going to do my charts and my threads. I'm not going to do linens, beads, anything like that. It's not worth my time to do that. But so yeah, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely love the fact that I am getting those organized and cataloged. Because as I found out, that I have 5 skeins of apple cider, Gentle Arts apple cider, and I'm like, yeah, that's quite a few skeins of apple cider. So I'd like to avoid that in the future of having. I don't mind having like 2 hanks, but 5, that's quite a bit. And the reason why I have that many is because they came out of projects I've already worked on, or some of the things I had kitted up, I just went ahead and pulled thread out of it because I'm not ready to start it anytime soon. So I'd rather have the thread in my stash so I know it's available to me. So yeah, but it's a little ridiculous. 5 skeins of apple cider. So if anybody's gassed apple cider, let me know. I can help you out. Yeah, the sun is going in and out behind clouds. It is close to 4 o'clock in the afternoon here today. And so I don't have the high sun anymore. Sorry about that. I had to get a drink of water. And Chloe's back. Chloe, come here, baby. Chloe, come here. Yeah, she was just here by my feet. And then when I sat back to drink some water, she took off. She's our little scaredy cat. You know, she's the one that we brought in from outside. And when we found her, she was probably, the vet estimated that she was like 8 months old. And so when you spend the first 8 months of your life in New York City outside as a cat, this can be pretty frightening. So anyway, she doesn't realize that Shanna, I love it because a lot of times Shanna will be sleeping on the couch or sleeping in the chair, and she doesn't realize it, and she looks everywhere for Shanna except for where she is, and then she'll jump in the window and look out, and she'll turn around and find Shanna, and then she'll bolt. I'm like, yeah, you looked everywhere but where she actually is. And sometimes Shanna will sleep under the blankets on the couch, and one night I was out here with Chloe, and Chloe investigated the couches, and because we have a blanket on each couch, and she went up to the blanket on our small couch, and she crept up to it, and then she swatted it. And I said to myself, well, it's a good thing Shanna wasn't in there, because it probably would not have been a happy ending. Shanna would have woken up and chased her. She would not have done anything to her, because they're afraid of each other. Shanna would have chased her, and Chloe would have hightailed it back into our room and gone under the bed, probably. So yeah. Anyway. Let me count. Oops, I have a knot. Let me count. I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6, and I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. 2 more. Yeah, I am loving this piece. I think I'm going to use the same fabric. This was the plan. I was going to use the same fabric for this whole entire series, which is the clay marbled Jobelan. And when I did February on it, I really loved it. But I was questioning, I was like, well, do I want to do every month on this, or do I want to change it up? And then when it came time to pull things for Stitch Mania, I already had a few pieces of the clay marbles in my stash, so I like pulled it out for this. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love the colors on this fabric. And I don't know if just the colors are more vibrant that are used in this month, and that's why I love it on this fabric more. I'm not sure. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to go ahead and continue to use the same fabric for the rest of the series, especially since I have at least 2 more pieces in my stash. And once I'm done with this one, I have to pick out the next one because I want to go ahead and get the next one started. I've decided with anything that I'm doing in a series, as soon as I finish one, whether it's a month or a season or like the chock full pieces, I want to go ahead and get the next one started, so I always have one going. And I'll just work it in my stitching schedule and try not let them sit for too long. I mean, I can't believe I let May sit for close to 2 years. I completed it just past its birthday, because I started in Stitch Mania of 2018. And I only put 12 stitching mornings into it. So I'm like, really, it's doable. It can be done sooner than 2 years. So, yeah. And also my problem is I seem to love starting big projects. Big projects. I don't really know how to start too many smallish. So I'm trying to be more mindful of that, so I can start some smallish things so I can get them done while I'm working on my biggish things. Yeah. So anyway, that is what's going on in my stitching world. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know. I'm more than happy to do more Stitch with Me's. I enjoy watching them. I don't always stitch when I watch them. I just personally, I enjoy watching the ones where everyone's talking, and it's my chance to basically catch up with them on their life, because I know some people don't really care too much for life updates and update videos. So this will tend to be where I will give more of a detailed life update, which I just counted how many I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did I say? You're probably telling me right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then I'll be done with the fence. I was also contemplating possibly setting up some Zoom stitching meetups. I know that Virtual Stitchers do that, and I know Sambry Stitches, she does that. But I was thinking about doing it for you guys. And I don't know if anyone is interested in doing a Zoom stitchy session with me or not. Let me know, because we could do something live. I know everybody's on different time zones. We would need to work that out. I'd be mindful of that. But I just know there's so many Zoom meetups that you can attend, like with Virtual Stitchers. So I don't know if me doing anything I don't want to say adds anything, but let me know if you're interested. I could possibly figure that out and make it happen. Because I know there's quite a few of you that would be nice to actually sit and stitch with. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish this little fence line up. I am stitching with Gentle Arts Picket Fence, and I have to say, it's white, and I'm not mind stitching with it because I hate stitching with white. No matter what I do, my stitches always look stinky, and I do railroad with them. I try to railroad both legs. Sometimes I forget. But this has actually been pretty nice to stitch with. And speaking of stitching with white, because I've been, like I said, I was working on my Harvest Chalk Full. That has a lot of white, and I'm using DMC white for that. I didn't get the chalk threads for it. And I'm actually not minding it at all. My stitches are actually looking pretty decent with it. I am flying through it. I want to get that finished by the end of June because its 1 year birthday is going to be in July, and it needs to be done before it turns 1. So I guess it's a good thing that I don't mind stitching with my white thread. All right, let me count this one more time. I want to make sure I have the correct amount over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In my pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So I can safely end this thread. So, how's everybody's weather wherever you're at? Tell me what your weather is like. It seems like we have hit summer here. We were in the low 60s, hitting 70s every now and then, and even going back down to like 50s, and all of a sudden, we did have one good 80-degree week, or not week, but day, the other weekend. And but then we cooled back off, right? We cooled back off, we chilled out, and now we're in the 80s. And the humidity has arrived. It is with us, and like I said, I'm not ready to turn on the air condition, but oh my goodness, yeah, the humidity has come. All right, so let's see. I'll stitch for a few more minutes and then I will let you go. I just need to figure out what thread color I want to do next. I think I'm gonna stitch my lady's dress because I absolutely love this color. And the color is Gentle Arts Peacock. Isn't this the most beautiful color? Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, just see if it focus. Yeah, I'm ready to lose the sun again. Yep. So it's this most gorgeous bluey green. And so I will start her dress. It's also used over here in May. And the blue in the flag right here is also used. And I was hesitant to put those 2 stitches in the flag in this color because it's green. It's a bluey green. It's not the traditional blue of the United States flag. But I was like, you know what? Go with it. And it worked out. It worked out. I love it. All right, so let me see. I need to count over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So I'm also thinking about additional content for my channel. And I don't know if there's anything in particular you are interested in, whether it's seeing my kitted projects or stash diving. I'd be more than happy to do those kind of videos as little special extra videos. Tutorials. I am planning on doing a few tutorials. I've been asked. I just need to gather my supplies and my thoughts on it. Let me just make sure that is in the right place. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And I'm going to stitch this for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay. So yeah, if there's anything in particular you're interested in besides my update videos, let me know. I'll be happy to see what I can do for you. And I know that I have not been on my regular schedule of every 2 weeks with an update. It's just since we've been sheltering in place, physically distancing, quarantining, whatever you want to call it, it's been an emotional roller coaster ride here for me. I have majority is good days, and then there are some days where I just get a little bit of a funk, or my anxiety is up a little bit, and also being at home with my husband for 11 weeks straight it's not always convenient to record. So I'm trying to figure out times when I can do it, because I don't want to lock him out of the living room while I'm doing it, because when I do a video, it's, you know, between setting up and recording and dismantling, it can be like over an hour. I'm trying to get better with that. Let's see. And then I just gotta go 1, 2, 3. So I'm actually planning on another update video soon. So I'm hoping y'all will stick with me and understand, because I know right now a lot of people are putting out a lot of content, and I thought I would be able to do that, and it hasn't happened. I do still work full-time, my husband works full-time, and then, you know, I don't have human children, but I do have 2 cats that are like human children. And so yeah, I mean, thank goodness I don't have to homeschool them. Well, kind of are homeschooling them in that we are trying to teach them how to get along. And oh my word, whenever we go back to the office scene, I do not know how are they going to handle it, because they are so used to having us home. I'm hoping the separation anxiety is not going to be too bad. But I will say that I'm very thankful for this time because we've been able to work with them and get them more comfortable with each other, get Chloe's bravery up, and with us being home and having the doors open all the time, with the exception of sleeping at night. Can't even see. I lost my light again. I just hope that whenever we go back to work, well, to the office, that they'll be okay, and where there is no going backwards with the progress we've made with them together. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish up this row because I'm losing my light, and then we will call it a day. Thank you to everyone who has stuck with me and leaves me a comment, who likes, subscribes, you know. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I enjoy talking with you in the comments, and you know, I love our community. I love our little stitching community, and hopefully one day I'll get to meet more of you in person. All right, so there we go. I don't have much left to do on her. I have to finish her. There's a flower that goes right here, and a couple more of these little bloopies go up here. I think there's like 3 more. And then after that, this will be a finish. And my sun is coming out again. Also, look at my bees. I have some seriously plump, round, I'm calling these bumblebees, because the back stitching, my beef with the pattern is that you can really not see the back stitching on these bumblebees. You have to get the pattern up to your face. So when I realized the bumblebees had back stitching across their backs here, I saw it because I saw it on the cover photo. But I didn't pay attention to the cover photo. I just did last night when I did the back stitching. I just back stitched all 3. Well, their butts are only supposed to have 1 right here, not the one on each side. So it's go to 1, 3, 3. And so they look a little bit more slender, but I'm going with it. I am not ripping it out. I just have very robust, rotund, voluptuous bumblebees, and I still think they're stinking cute. All right, guys, with that, I am done. I hope you all have a wonderful stitchy time. I hope you're getting plenty accomplished. I hope that you're all staying well and healthy. And thank you again for spending some time with me today. And until next time, guys, happy stitching. Bye.